Yo, I was dead in a minute. I was a headache, so my head was beheaded. That's what I said to the medic. In the middle of surgery, when I opened up my eyes, like, I bet he never forget it. One of them stories you won't believe if you read it on Reddit. Was seeing red till I read the red letters, I let it touch my soul, I'm so forever indebted. My mind was always on the move like it was telekinetic.
So I was hoping in this video that we could like record like a quick kind of like home style productivity hacks. You know, if you're looking to start a business, obviously then you need to be like super productive with your time. You're going to be very careful. Like for example, if it takes you like 2 hours to get to the gym, you know, that's 2 hours you could be working on your new business. So in this video, I kind of wanted to like give you a bit of a run through our little home gym office desk setup so that maybe it could help you think about ways you could be more productive with your time. So I'll run you through kind of the first place, which is the gym. So the gym it saves me literally 2 hours a day, because by the time you travel to your gym, you get back, you like unpack, you know, all that kind of stuff, you know, mixing shakes, all that kind of stuff. Like by the time you do all of that, you've like blown out 3 hours of your day. Even walking around the gym is a massive time waste. So for me, I was like, I really want to spend more time working on my new business. So for me, I got a home gym setup. So we got this ATX one. It's called like a multi equipment. So it's got the cables, and these are like interchangeable. So you can actually just replace them, remove them, and all that kind of stuff. They've got 2 of them as well. So you can do like, you know, all your chest movements. And then it's also got this, which is good for like squats, bench press, all that kind of stuff. And then you've also got a lot of stuff to do, you know, your chin-ups and pull-ups, all that kind of stuff. Free weights is something that we use a lot. Kettlebells, you know, extra weights, all that kind of stuff. And then I personally never use these, but that's like the first thing that saved me a lot of time. The next one was an actual whiteboard. So we're just shooting content. So this is for our next video, but this is a massive help. Like if you're like someone that's got a lot in their mind and they want to declutter and just put it on paper, you can either get these pieces of paper or you can just use the whiteboard. And it's pretty cool because they've got like wheels. So that really helps, like, you know, just make an environment for thinking. I'll show you our office, you know, when it comes to like saving time, working more and just working more efficiently. For me, an office space is so important. This though is my favorite thing, which is a door. If you've got kids like me, we've got 3 kids, and they're like constantly, there's like a window over there. They're constantly going up and down, trying to grab my attention, which is really cute. But when you want to work on your business, you want to move your family forward, you need to focus. So for me, I love having a door. Okay, so that just allows me to lock it. We used to, in our old place, have no door. So it was just like a staircase to the office. And then we would constantly have like kids walking in mid-video, all that kind of stuff. It was really, really difficult. So for me, like, I need to have a separate space. And I think that's really, really important. The next space is the desk. So for me, I went for a sit-stand desk, not because I like standing, but purely because I wanted to actually walk when I work. So all I need to do is simply remove this, go down, pull this out, and then I can actually start walking while I'm working. So this allows you to actually move while you're working. But before, when I was, you know, on a cut, trying to lose weight and trying to look fitter, there was like a time where I would have to like walk for 2 hours a day. And so I would do that outside of my working hours. But now I thought about it, I was like, no, this is gonna save me so much time. So I got a sit-stand desk. You can get this off Amazon directly. And this walking pad is really cool because it just allows you to work. This like wobbles a bit, but apparently you can buy this like shaft thingy, Madook. It's like a pole that would go midway that would allow you to like stabilize so it doesn't wobble too much, because it's like so high up or whatever. Yeah, so this has been really helpful for me. The next one is the keyboard and mouse. So I normally go for wireless. Like for me, I'm like, my mind, I need like a clear desk. That's kind of like the way I like to roll. But you know, there's really no right or wrong here. It doesn't really matter, okay? The next one for me, I find is super important, is headphones. So there was a research recently conducted and they found that people are far more productive wearing headphones. For me, I found personally that when I put my headphones on, I immediately go into work mode, and these headphones barely ever leave my office. So even when they do leave my office and I go somewhere to work and I put these headphones on, immediately in my mind, it's like a cue in a sense, where it's like you put the headphones on, you're like, all right, I'm working now. these headphones are really expensive. They're a bit overpriced, I reckon, but the good thing about them is that they're noise canceling. So you've got this like a little button here, and then you click it and it just like removes all the noise from the room. And I find it really helpful, especially with young kids. Door is closed. I can close the curtains here if I wanted to, put on my headphones, noise canceling. It doesn't matter if the whole world is falling apart upstairs with the kids, which it normally is, then I can just put these on and I actually don't even hear. Whereas if I'm not wearing headphones and I'm just working and I can hear like the kids being rude to, you know, their mom, or like all this kind of crazy stuff happening upstairs, I feel obliged to go and do something. And that's kind of the disadvantage of working from home. Whereas with the headphones, I put them in, no sound, I'm not involved. It's kind of like the closest thing to going to an independent office where there's no kids and it's just completely quiet. So for me, I find this really, really helpful. The next one is screen. Now, like there was a phase where like the ultra wide screens, like the ones that are like that big, were really helpful. But I found that what I would do is I would open like, you know, Gmail here, or then I'll open up this there and that there. And I'm like, it was just so counterproductive. Like it was kind of like I was just like looking at my messages and responding to people. Whereas I found I recently switched over, well, it's been a couple of years now actually. I recently switched over to this one, and this has been really, really nice because there is no space to open up new tabs. So I would focus on one thing at a time. This has really boosted my productivity. By the way, if you're new to this channel, my name is Matthew. I run thebusinessbuilders.com. We create 5 businesses every single month for people that are looking to transition out of the 9 to 5. I totally forgot to mention that to you before. So yeah, screen. I find that really, really helpful. And then the last bit of tech that I wanted to mention to you was an Apple Watch. So, or a smartwatch in general. For me, I found it was really, really helpful to not bring my phone everywhere. I found that, you know, we've got kids, you know, I'm married, and for me, I found that it was really, really hard to be able to just be present with my wife and with my kids when I had my phone. And maybe you're different, maybe you're like super disciplined, you don't really go on social media and stuff like that. But for me, I found it really, really hard to like just be present with them. Instead I'd be like scrolling on TikTok or Pinterest or whatever, you know. So for me, I found it really helpful to just take my Apple Watch, because your Apple Watch can take phone calls, it can take messages, you know, you can call people, whatever, but you can't scroll on TikTok on Instagram. So I found that really helpful. You can even pay for stuff on it. You can almost do anything. You can even scroll on the internet if you wanted. Horrible experience, but. So for me, I found that it was really helpful because it allowed me and forced me to be present. When I'm working, I'm working. When I'm with the kids and the family, I'm with the kids and my family. So I found that really, really helpful. And that's kind of like, this is kind of like a little bit of a tour of our space, but at the same time, I hope it's been inspiring for you to be able to find like, you know, little productivity tips here and there that are gonna help you, you know, whether you're starting a business, whether you've already bought a business from us, or whether you're just looking to become more productive. These are the things that I found over time that have really helped me, you know, get my steps in, you know, block out all the noise, get more productive, you know, focus on one thing at a time and just get gym in for 30 minutes instead of 3 hours. So I hope that's been helpful. And by the way, if you're looking at this, you're looking to start a business, I've got a free gift for you. We've recently launched a course that shows you exactly how we find unlimited winning products for our businesses. It allows us to start as many businesses as we want and as we virtually have time for. And we're giving this secret method away for free, completely free. All you need to do is click the link, join our school community, get access to the course, and you can even reach out and ask me questions if you wanted to. Thanks for your time, and I'll see you in the next video.